Hello and welcome to our cooking show. My name is Nick and today we are going to be making French toast. French toast is a classic breakfast food that is a must-know. Let me show you our perfected recipe. For this you will need bread, eggs, some milk, vanilla, cinnamon, some butter, and some syrup. Now, we sent my sous chef Joe to the store to do some shopping for the ingredients.
Hey everyone, it's Nick's sous chef here, and today we're grabbing the ingredients for him to make his famous French toast. First, we're going to need some white bread. Alright, now it's time to get our milk. We're going to be using some classic whole milk. Now off to get our eggs. Alright, so here we are at the egg aisle. We're going to grab some just classic white eggs. Make sure none of them are cracked, which none of them are. So, let's get them. For the pan, and for taste, classic butter. Alright, so now we're on to our cinnamon. Well, are we going to choose cinnamon ground or ground cinnamon? Who knows? Just kidding. I'm going with the cheaper alternative, ground cinnamon. Now, we're in the baking aisle, so our vanilla extract should be right next door, and it is right here. We're gonna get, what's the cheapest option? Vanilla flavor. I'd say it'd be pure vanilla extract right here. There's a small bottle of this, so that's all we need. Into the cart, and let's head out.
Okay, to start, we are going to prep our eggs. You're going to want to take a fork, crack the egg, let it go into the bowl, throw the eggshell away. You're going to take your fork, beat the egg yolk until it is nice and broken up. Now, the egg yolk should be nice and mixed in with the egg white. Now we're going to take a splash of milk. Very nice. So the milk is really just to lighten up the eggs, make it so it soaks a little better into the toast. Now we're going to take a splash of our vanilla extract. Now this will give it a little bit of taste and a little bit of color. At this point, the mixture should look like this. It should be that nice, not necessarily yellow color, it should be a little bit more tan. Now we are going to take some of our ground sugar and add it into the mixture. Now, cinnamon is a little bit difficult to mix into the egg yolk, but you're just going to do your best. Kind of get it all nice and mixed in there. It should start smelling real nice. It's a mix of the vanilla and the ground cinnamon. Now, we are going to take our first slice of bread and soak it into the mixture. You're just going to want to make it a quick dip into the mixture. And now bring it over to the pan. Listen to that sizzle. Now we'll get our second piece here and place it in. You're going to want to move it over to the side, make sure there's enough room in the pan. Grab my trusty spatula here. And let's dip this second one onto the heat. Now while this is cooking, let me tell you a little bit of history about French toast. A common misconception here is that French toast comes from France, but it actually ties back to 5th century Roman cookbooks, long before France existed. We only refer to it as French toast because the French immigrants made the dish popular, similar to French fries. Now let's check in on this French toast. Pan is a little sticky here, but that's okay. We are versatile. Let's flip it over. And it should be a little bit, it should look like the eggs are cooked. Now in this particular example, I could have let it soak a little longer, but that's okay. We still have one slice of French toast left. We're going to add a little bit more cinnamon to the mixture. Get our plate ready for the final presentation. In the meantime, and remove it from the heat. Now, let us get our final piece ready for cooking. Now, a funny thing about French toast, it was actually one of my favorite breakfast foods as a kid. My dad used to make it for me every morning until finally I asked him, "Dad, how do you make this delicious French toast?" To which he said, "Let me show you." And that is the recipe that we are using here today. Let's put this last piece in. Let it cook up. Now, something to be cautious of, as you cook, the pan is going to get hotter. Now, this seems obvious, but you might forget and walk away to do your dishes, a number of things that happen in the kitchen. So just keep a quick eye on it. We're going to want to flip our toast. I'm going to let it cook a little longer on the other side after I flip it one more time. Okay. This is actually plenty done. So we are going to put it on the plate here. I like to set it up like this. Take our pan off the heat so it doesn't burn. Get a little bit of ground cinnamon for some nice appearance. Get your choice of syrup. Drizzle it on. Wow. Isn't that something? I love syrup, so there's never such thing as too much. Put a little bit more cinnamon on. Boom. And here we have it, folks. The delicious French toast. Wow, you cooked this. That's amazing. Now, there you have it. You're ready to dig in. Thank you for joining me in this French toast function. Now you can impress your friends and family with your amazing recipe.